inside this box is a type of effect that I've never had the opportunity to play around with before. Am I going to tell you what it is? No, I'm going to show you, even though you already know, thanks to the title and the thumbnail. But let's play pretend together. Let's all play make-believe and pretend, for my benefit, that this is going to be a surprise when I open this, even though you saw the title and the thumbnail. Just play along, okay? I might be opening it upside down. There it is! A box in a box! Can you believe it? No, this is the Cosmodio Gravity Well. Ah, that's fun looking. I've been following these guys. Oh, look at this. We got a cat sticker. I've been following these guys on the social medias for a while. So I was super excited when they hit me up and asked me if I wanted to cover this thing. What type of effect is it? Well, on one side is a tremolo, and on the other side is a wave folder. A folder full of waves, guys. You know that's got me excited. What is a wave folder though? From what I understand, it's a type of distortion, but instead of your signal clipping as you push against diodes or whatever, I don't know how the internals of this work. Instead of clipping the signal as you push it, it folds the signal over on itself like a taco. This is a taco pedal, guys. So anyways, let's plug it all in and see what it sounds like. And obviously, a fun pedal deserves a fun guitar. So I'm going to use my Fender jag-stang running into the two Princeton's rig. I feel like we should have like an emoji salute that we do in the comment section, in the Premiere live chat when the videos launch, that we should have this salute that we do whenever the two Princeton's jingle is playing, to pay honor to royalty. like what would be a good idea? Like maybe like the peace sign to stand for two Princetons plus a crown or something like that. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Let's try some stuff on next time, or this time in the comments chat, or down in the regular comments. Test out some two Princeton's emojis to pay honor where honor is due. So anyways, here is my clean signal. No, it's not. Turn off the tuner. Here it is. And here is the Gravity Well. Which side should I start with? Tremolo or the wave folder? You know what? Let's do something different. Let's do something I've never done before. And it's possible that no other channel has done before. Let's dial in some suggested settings. Is that a crazy idea? It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Let's do it. I'm going to start with the first one, which is called Thing in Ice. All right. I think that's it. Here we go. Both sides on. What are we getting into here? Thing on Ice. Oh, I get it. Oh man. The way I'm hearing it shift and change in there is beautiful. I see why it's called that. That's like instant John Carpenter soundtrack from The Thing. That pulsing synth trim. Wave folding, by the way, is a synth effect, which makes sense why you're able to dial in that John Carpenter sound. Amazing. I want to throw reverb at it. This is going to be a fun one, isn't it? I knew it was going to be. Ah, man, this thing makes Ryan sounds. Let's move on to a couple other settings here. We Are the Robots, Seasick Surfer, Photon Torpedo, Secret Sidechain, and Lost Signal. I want to hear Photon Torpedo. I love that the speed is all the way up. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I'm salivating. Did they make this for me? Ah, this is my kind of fun. Are you kidding me? Seasick Surfer, let's do it. Oh, it's only one side. This is just going to be the tremolo side. Interesting. All right, it's a tremolo. Let's move on. We Are the Robots. Why not? Yes, 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 yes. I'm ready to explore now, to figure out what's going on here. I have an idea of what's going on because I watched Cosmodio's videos and they did a great job explaining what's happening here. And you guys should all go check those out as well after watching this video. Finish this video first, please. You started here, finish it. Then go subscribe to their channel and watch all their very detailed demos about what's actually going on here. So from what I understand, the wave folder side, what's going on, like I said earlier, unless I cut that part, instead of clipping the signal, it's folding it over. Like usually a signal gets clipped, it gets cut off, but instead this time it's folding over. So you still have that signal, but now it's upside down. It's very technical. Only smart people like me really understand it. I don't fully understand it. And then on this side, you've got a tremolo, and it interacts with the wavefolder side by pushing a rhythmic element against that folding action, giving you this sweep. I have a feeling that if I turned on the wavefolder side without the tremolo, I could affect the sound with the volume control. Yep. So you can hear there's a sweep going on there, a very synthy sort of sweep across that volume input as it pushes against that wave folder. This is going to get added to the arsenal of people who like to do volume swells and stuff like that. It's just a good, fun sound. Oh, I love that. I like that a lot. Oh, man. Yeah, you can shift it with your volume control if you're doing big, long, just sustaining strums. But if you've got picking dynamics, just rolling around with your picking dynamics, you can get those sweeps. Oh, that's cool. I feel like this is bringing the fun of a synth, the thing that's actually fun about a synth, into a guitar experience. Like there's pedals out there that do a very digital version of turning your guitar into a synth, but this is actually allowing you to use your guitar as part of a synth in a way that is very fun and very exciting right now in the moment to be exploring this for the first time. Okay, let's start exploring the controls, right? Okay, let's start with the tremolo because that's going to be the easiest thing to wrap our heads around. We've got a dial here with a bunch of different waveforms. We've seen this on a bunch of pedals over the years. Going back to that robot sound with the random setting, I think that's the best use of a random waveform that I've heard in any pedal so far. I don't like to use hyperbole on this channel, but I am like legitimately impressed with how much fun that was. Like every time I encounter like a tremolo or something like that that has that random setting, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's interesting, I guess. But in that setting, boy, it made sense. So what do we have here? We've got a sawtooth, a reverse sawtooth, a square wave, an upside down triangle, a sine, a swoop, the random, and it looks like some sort of, this is like a random square, and this is a random triangle. So let's put it there. Pull back the depth. Oh, pull back the speed as well. And then from what I understand from the manual, the flow determines whether or not the trim is before or after the wave folder. Right now it doesn't matter because the wave folder is not on. Reverse sawtooth there. Square wave. V. I'm assuming that's a triangle. Sine wave. Random square, I mean. And random triangle. So you get the idea. There is speed and there's depth and there's before and there's after and there is a waveform. It's pretty simple. I mean, obviously you could use this just as a tremolo, but the point is that the trim feeds into the wave folder and adds a pulsating control to that. Let's go through the wave folder now. We've got a tone selector and a voice selector. That extreme bright grit slowly fading into that dark murk. Oh, I love that. More reverb. I'm stacking 3 reverbs on this right now. What else? I feel like I've been gushing enough. Let's keep going. Let's explore the range of the gain control. And then, no, let's do the voice. What does it say about the voice? I didn't read anything about that. Selects between 3 different flavors of the circuit. This control is highly interactive with the other controls, especially the gain knob. Center is full spectrum wavefolding, gets crazy real fast. Oh, I'm not on the center right now. Left, a low pass filter before the folding stage keeps wavefolding focused on the fundamental pitches, darker at lower gain settings, but more focused at higher gain settings. Right, mixes a cleanish signal with the wave-folded signal for clarity, balance, or to preserve bass and transients of the unaffected signal. Boring! I want full effect all the time. I will explore that. So we've been on the left side, which apparently is not the craziest setting. Here we go to the center. Right setting. Then back to the left setting. Back to center. Max gain. It makes palm mutes so much fun. That moment right there sells the whole pedal. Like, the physical response right now connected to the sound of that is deeply pleasurable. Oh, it's so good. How come this hasn't been a thing for guitarists before? How come I've never run into this before? Like all other pedal builders. What's going on? It's 2024. This should have been a thing for guitarists in the 70s. Maybe it was. Maybe I don't know the lineage of this style of circuit. Maybe it's already existed in the guitar space a million times and I've just never heard of it. That's wonderful. All right, let's check out the range of the gain control in that extra freaky center setting. I have to test that little palm mute for each gain setting now. Turn it down again. Starting to get more subtle as the gain goes down. Yep. It feels like my playing is riding right on that edge now. I have a feeling there's going to be an element of finding a sweet spot with whatever you happen to be playing and that gain control and how it interacts with the folding of the wave. Yeah, because it feels like I can push into the wave now, where before I was settling into the wave after a heavy strum. Now I'm pushing into it with a heavy strum. getting real lo-fi and like starved, gritty, fuzzy now. Let's try it on the single coil. There's not a lot there. You're not hearing that sweep anymore. We're not pushing into the folder anymore. We're not waving into the folder. So now we get to move on to exploring how these different waveforms interact with that wave folder. We've got the waveforms, we've got the wave folder. So with a switch on this side, I think it's after the wave folder, which there's a lot of cool sounds there, I'm sure. I don't care right now. I want to hear how this affects the wave folder going into it. cool. I want to know what that does. Expression and tap. Of course, I don't have an external tap tempo, I don't think. I think that would be very useful in a live playing situation to have tap trim. But I want to know about that expression. What does it control? Oh, you need to control internal dip switches to select in between tremolo speed or tremolo depth. Let's see what it's set to in stock condition here. Let's see if my expression pedal is compatible with it. Let's go to assign. It might not have anything assigned to it right now, or it might be a miscompatibility with my expression pedal. The expression pedal I use all the time broke. I tried to crack it open and I ended up tearing apart a switch that was in there with my stupid brute force that I'm always using. But let's crack open the back and see if I can turn that on. Gotta do my due diligence here. Aha! That is a problem. It is set to tap tempo where I want speed. I don't care about depth. Oh, look at this. I love it. I love getting stuff from small builders who still have the time to do little drawings inside their pedals. Number 38, and there's a frog on there. This is a space frog. I was thinking about that while I was playing just a second ago. I was like, I think that's a space frog, and it sounds like a frog. All right, where's my expression pedal? There was a cartoon that I loved to death as a child. Big surprise, it was about dinosaurs. It's called Dino Riders. It was one of those like Hasbro promote a toy sort of cartoons, but the bad guys in it were like space animals, and the leader was Krulon. I think that was that the name of the species? But he was this wicked space toad with a glass dome over his head, and he had that classic 80s cartoon villain voice. No! And he drove a gigantic Tyrannosaurus. It was an amazing cartoon. I wish that Michael Bay would do his Transformers thing with it. It wasn't as popular as Transformers, obviously, but man, I'd love to see Dino Riders become a great big soulless franchise machine, because there's a lot of fun elements to it. There we go. Ooh, that's fun. Let's try it with depth now. Can I do both? Please let me do both. I can do both! Yes, 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 yes. If this video doesn't result in a bunch of these selling, then I give up. Like you may not have a place in your music for this. You might not have a place in your band, in your sound, in your project, but you cannot deny that this thing is a blast. This is a fun pedal. It's dirty. It's modulating. It sweeps through a range of sounds that I don't think any other pedal that I own does. Like I could get into like an HX Stomp or whatever and dial in some sort of synthy thing and apply an expression and sweep in between stuff, but not in a standalone pedal that is doing this thing. I'm assuming it's analog. There's a lot going on there. I'm not a pedal scientist. I couldn't tell you what's going on in there, but I've got a gong under the table, apparently. It's got a magic to it. It's got a vibe to it. It has got intensely creative sounds going on. That tactile response of rolling into palm mutes is so much fun. Like this is a band annoyer pedal for sure. This is one where your bandmates are going to be like, we don't need that on every song. We only need that maybe on one part of one song. Please keep it to yourself most of the time. But I think you can find creative ways to sneak it in here and there for sure. This pedal's for you. It's not for the music. It's not for the band. It's for you to have fun. That's how I feel about it anyways. But I would love to hear a song that's built around it too. Oh man. So yeah, what do you guys think? That's something different, I say. Maybe you've heard this all before. This is old hat to you. Ryan, didn't you know about this pedal, that pedal, and this other pedal? No, I didn't. I know about this one, and I like it a lot. As you guys can tell. It's been a fun week. I did that Beatronics video before this, and that was a fun, freaky modulation too. Fun week here at 60 Cycle Hum headquarters. All right, huge thanks to Cosmodio for sending this out to me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope they keep making stuff forever. I hope that they're the hot new pedal guys on the market, making the craziest new weird stuff for decades to come. Because this is great. This is a great pedal. All right, I'm done gushing. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude, nasty comments, support us on Patreon, buy a shirt if you're naked, and stay grounded. Bye, everybody.